If you're going through a divorce or a custody battle, you may notice that your children are experiencing emotional effects of this. Some of the subtle signs that you might see are that your kids are more withdrawn, less talkative than usual, or not finding joy in the things that they used to. Maybe their grades are dropping. Maybe they're more emotional. Maybe they're having outbursts over little things that didn't used to make them have those outbursts. These are all signs that your kids are feeling the stress of your divorce or of having gone through the divorce with you recently. So depending on the age of your children, it may or may not make sense to discuss this head on with them. I think if your kids are teenagers, they're old enough to understand what a divorce is. They've seen their friends go through this situation. So I think you know your kids best, and you know whether it's appropriate to be able to discuss it with them. Now, if you are going to discuss it with them, do it together. I don't want you to be trashing the other parent. You don't even need to go into all the reasons why. I think you should probably just maybe, if your kids are in therapy, talk to their therapist about how to discuss it. If you're in therapy, ask your own therapist how to bring it up. Look on ChatGPT about how to talk to kids about divorce. There's a lot of good information out there. What I want you to avoid is pretending that everything is completely fine when your kids know that there isn't. There is a right way to talk to your kids. It's such a nuanced individual thing that I can't really give you blanket advice here other than kids are a lot smarter and a lot more perceptive than you think they are, and your kids may not know how to talk to you guys about it. So you as parents, both of you, need to come together and have an honest discussion with the kids in a way that's appropriate for your particular kids, and do it together. Definitely explain to them that it has nothing to do with them. Children will blame themselves for the divorce. It's just the way they are. And I don't want that burden to be on the kids, okay? I want you guys to all get through this, okay? You guys are still going to be a family, even if you're in separate households, right? A family is mom, dad, and the kids. And a divorce doesn't mean that the kids have to lose their sense of a family. Your kids have a right to have a sense of family. And if you guys can get along with each other, even though you're going through a divorce or already gone through your divorce, then your kids will have a sense of family. I know this from personal experience. I went through a divorce, and my kids had a sense of family because their mom and I were not fighting with each other. So I want you and your kids to have that also, even if you guys aren't going to all be living in the same house anymore. So to ensure that your child has a good relationship with both parents, never, ever, ever speak negatively about the other parent. When you speak negatively about the other parent to somebody, what you're really asking for is validation from the person that you're speaking with that you're correct. You don't want that validation from your kids. They're not in a position to be giving you validation, and they're certainly not in a position for you to be laying that on top of them. So save all that for a therapist or for your friends, or go kick a tree or something, but make sure you keep everything positive about their other parent. Remember, that other parent is 50% of your child's DNA, okay? You made that decision to create a kid with that parent. So support your child, and you want them to have that other parent and love that other parent as much as they do you. Don't put the kids in the middle, please. If your kids need therapy, please get them therapy. How do you know if they need therapy? Well, if they're withdrawn, if their grades are dropping, if they're no longer finding enjoyment in things that you know that they used to find enjoyment in because you're their parent, you know your kids. These are all signs that your kids can be suffering through a depression. They're probably going through anxiety as well because their world is coming apart. The two people that they rely on most are going through a situation. And therapy can help your kids be able to get these feelings out. Kids aren't going to necessarily open up to you or their other parent like they will to a therapist. A therapist is trained in this stuff. You guys are probably going through the first time, maybe the second time, but don't try and be the therapist. Get your kids the help that they need, okay? Please do that. So these are some of the ways that you and your co-parent, your kid's other parent, can help the kids get through the divorce, okay? It's not just about getting you through the divorce, it's about getting the kids through the divorce as well. Go ahead and schedule a free case evaluation with us. Just reach out to us. We're always happy to help and talk with you.